Hello guys, this is Wilmer and Ellie from Caribe Coffee Company. Welcome to September. How are you?
I know, I'm good. I just can't believe it's September already, but here we are and the children are back to school.
Yeah, celebration.
Yeah, so sorry we did miss, we missed the 1st of September, but we also missed August completely. We were just very, very busy with business and looking after the kids, so
yeah,
I'm sure you didn't miss us that much because you were probably enjoying what little summer we did have.
Yeah, a little bit stressful in the sense of like any business owner will tell you, big or small, when your business is in the growth phase or like trying to do too much things at once. Mm-hmm. That's me. Gets really complex, including family time. So it's kind of balance it up.
Yeah.
So it's like work-life balance. A lot of people saying it now, but doesn't exist. You know, it's like cliche now.
Not for you. No, we try and make space for Wilmer to do. He does. He finds more things to do, and he's got more ideas. That's a problem.
Something that I told
Too
Ellie
much coffee
recently. Yeah, something I told Ellie recently is that I am comfortable being uncomfortable. So I like to be uncomfortable to keep moving forward in life because of my upbringing. So
absolutely.
I mean, it's a bad thing, but I found it's a good thing. So we're talking about something.
We'll get to this later. We're looking at the past this month.
Yeah.
But firstly, you were in Honduras at the start of the summer.
Yeah.
Yes. How was that?
Start of the summer. Translation.
Well, it was the end of July.
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
For
3 weeks. And in the Cayman Islands.
Yep.
So
I went to Honduras just to kind of find, I needed to do a couple of things through the business, but also to find a little bit of like I would say energy balance for myself, like a reset. So yeah. I went to for like a reset. I wouldn't call it spiritual but it's like energy spiritual kind of reset for myself.
Well, just I think being in your own environment and getting back to your roots. Yeah, it probably helped a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people found it like in religions and meditation and yoga. So either way, we all need to kind of rebalance our energy and kind of bounce back because we get those moments where it's a little bit foggy, a little bit like a lot.
But you also managed to fit some business in there as well.
Yeah. So I went to Cayman Island after, and then great news, we expanded to open a roastery in Cayman Islands very soon. We are still in the middle of the process, hopefully. Yes, it's very complex, but hey, nothing is easy. So we found partners already. We're doing all we can to expand our brand. It will be the same concept of like being environmental, sustainable. That's what we want to talk today.
Yeah. So when Wilmer was away, I was running the show here. So it's tough, but managed. We had the help of our new business manager, Quince, who has been helping with our new venture, which is to do with nitro coffee and cold brew. We're going to talk a little bit more about that next month.
Yeah.
Mainly because we're going to talk about grind type, and we're going to put AeroPress against cafetiere.
Okay, I'm team cafetiere because that's our motto, right? Great coffee, great beans deliver great coffee. And I think you know if you have an amazing espresso machine at home, you can afford it. But also if you like to use it, it's great. I think a cafetiere delivers a great cup of coffee, and I will keep battling that until I lost the battle. Ellie is team AeroPress today.
You know what? Mainly because I find the AeroPress is so easy to clean.
This is the AeroPress. It's like a syringe.
Yeah, it's really. It looks complicated, but actually it's dead straightforward to use. You need medium to fine ground. I find with our coffee, with the fine ground, you get really nice flavors.
Can I say that the why a little bit? Because what happens is like people are used to get dark roast, and the dark roast deliver that bitterness. So if you're trying to use the finer ground you use in any method, deliver like a stronger, punchy cup of coffee. So because your coffee are, I would say, better roast to the profile, you need that finer ground to get that uniqueness of the body through the AeroPress. So that's a good secret. If you want a stronger coffee, you can just grind a little bit finer, and that will deliver like a stronger cup of coffee. We have actually a few customers that use fine ground in the cafetiere because they like even stronger than a medium grind.
Yeah, I find if I put the medium grind in the AeroPress, which is basically when I've run out of my fine ground in the house and I can't be bothered to go and grind coffee, I'll put Wilma's medium coffee in it, and I just miss out on a whole deeper level of flavours.
Can I change the cup so people can see the colour?
Yes,
no?
yeah.
Sorry.
Good idea. Yeah, good idea.
Cup, so
with AeroPress, it's about 15 grams for 1 cup, which is the full of a single AeroPress. You can get bigger ones. Give it a stir. You do get this random plastic stirrer thing, which I hate, but for the purpose of the video, we'll do it. Give it a stir, and then you do leave it a couple of minutes, which you do with a cafetiere anyway. So we're versus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty quickly. So hopefully you can see it. I don't know how good you will see. So this is almost, sand feeling. That's a good one. So, and then
fine sand.
We will say, right, fine grind or medium grind is very personal, because it depends on the type of machine you're using, how much pressure that machine has, what method you use it. So fine grind can go anything from like a sand grind to like almost pulverized. People call it
like
Turkish
grind. Yeah.
A medium grind can be from chunky, chunky.
Well, medium grind and medium coarse are different.
Yeah.
So ours is more medium coarse.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where a lot of people ask the question, how much grams do you use? All depends to the grind, all depends to the method, all depends on your machine. Please try to tweak it a little bit.
Yeah, fiddle around with your grind and with if you've got an espresso machine, with the pressure, you're going to get very different flavors.
The finer, the less amount, the coarser, the more amount of coffee. So you could be surprised how much a difference it will be just by grind properly or grind differently your coffee. So let's go for the battle of the truth. So this
is the one bit I don't like about the AeroPress, is like if I push down too hard, I'll end up spilling everything.
Look at that beautiful golden color.
Well, what I wanted to show everyone was the bloom on the top of the coffee, but I can't tip the AeroPress. But when you've got fresh roasted and fresh ground, you get this amazing bubble and bloom of all the flavours.
I will see if I can replicate it, put it in the video if we can.
Yeah, actually that would be good. Just a bit of editing that I can't do.
So this is like
you need coffee to do this. Yeah, it's like a syringe, and you are doing that final press is like under pressure.
Yeah.
And you can actually hear the the air pushing through it.
It's not technically an espresso shot. It's technically almost like a mocha pot shot. Like a mocha pot replicate a little bit of more stronger flavor. If you see, it's almost. Can I show it? It's almost same color, same strain.
I would say the AeroPress looks a little bit clearer.
Yeah, because it's cleaner, because you have a paper filter. So that paper filter.
This is the nice part of the AeroPress. So imagine this is a bin, and then that's all you have to clean, which is literally just.
Yeah. You can have also a metal mesh, like reusable metal mesh.
Yes, and I did have one, but my child stole it and lost it.
So let's say, what do you think, Ellie?
Well, we'll swap as well.
I love La Paz, like how subtle and like how velvetic, that's the word.
Velvetic.
But like how full of life it is, how bright it is, and subtle at the same time. It's kind of without bitterness,
Actually, that's quite similar. Because last time we did that, the other.
Oh, yours have a little bit more bitterness on it though.
Oh, I don't think I've got the bitter taste buds.
Yeah, so with the AeroPress, what is happening, you get more of the bitterness in the background. I don't know why, because I know why.
See, I find this more tangy.
Well, that's the bitterness, tangy part. Okay. So yes, you're correct. It's people will refer it differently. So because it's the finer ground, the particulars of the coffee has been pulverized more than the medium ground, so you get that more of that bitterness, tanginess that people call it in the back here.
Okay.
And then even if it's a cleaner cup, you have more of that delivery. People will call it strong, feels stronger. So simple as that. Nice.
So while we're drinking this, a couple of other things. We've been working with a lady who is redesigning or refreshing our logo.
Yeah. Shout out Emily.
So we got very excited when she sent us the logo, but actually she's doing a whole brand redesign. So it's not just the logo, but there's a lot of story behind that, which will slowly unveil in the next month or so, because we're going to have a bit of a website redesign, a review and design, so look out for that.
Also packaging rebranding, we're trying to get more stuff.
Just to sort of step up a little bit, because I don't know if you knew this, but when we started, Wilma designed everything, and as great as it looked, we are ready to take that to a more professional level now.
Yes.
Hopefully. It's still us though, it's still us. And then I know we've been saying this a couple of times, we were expecting some new coffees in August. Whereabouts are they? Can you track them?
Yes. The actually container will be in T-Sport the 9th, so hopefully has been a big delay.
Well, this is a huge stress about shipping in coffee, because like we always say, a lot of coffee roasteries, they just buy from someone else in the UK who have this stress. But what that means is that a lot of roasteries are all just roasting the same coffee from the big warehouse, whereas our coffees are very unique to us. Yeah,
and the logistic implementing of that is really complex. People don't know how much it's stressful for us, because this is not our main coffee container. This is just the extra coffee that we are actually testing, as from Selby, from Max, from all the others, new farmers. Imagine if that was the delay with the main container, all of you guys will be. So we're trying to do our best to be ahead of the game.
But they're coming, so along with the new website design, we're going to have some new coffees for you to try. I'm so excited.
New blends.
Wish they were here. We did review our packaging over the summer. So as you know, we have compostable. That's really important to us, because life is fantastic without plastic. However, our wholesale side, we're trying to find ways to make savings for those customers, and recyclable packaging is actually
an option.
It's an option. It's about a third of the price less. And we thought about that, and ultimately we decided, no, it's not who we are. It's not part of our vision. We don't want to use plastic.
It's not part of our DNA as a company, as a family. Taking in mind that we could have recyclable packaging for you, end consumer. But we understand that our compostable packaging, it dissolves within 6 months in a commercial, and then within a year in a home compostable. So we have that information now, which will be now displayed in the packaging and a new packaging design. And that's important, because what happens is someone by mistake just throw it in the landfill. We know that packaging will dissolve, within a year, 2 years. Well, will dissolve.
Eventually, the industrial composting is the right conditions of temperature, air, and that's why it'll decompose a lot faster. But if you were just to leave it, it would eventually get there.
Exactly.
We are seeing with our smaller bags, the seal isn't as good as when we first got them, and that's because they're compostable. And just so you know, we're at the last of those, so we're going to be getting some new fresh ones, so we shouldn't have that problem.
Hopefully we have that issue.
But that's why it's because they're compostable, which is a good thing.
It's a good thing, but I know some customers get a little bit like, I cannot reseal my bag. But please stay with those, because it's part of our vision. It's just probably just few of those ones, few hundreds of those ones. Anything else? Yes,
for the office, we're now going to get reusable water, which means that can't wait. Water's not the water, the actual container, obviously. So they're going to get collected and reused and then recycled, instead of using bottled water for our staff. And we continue to search for an electric vehicle.
Yeah, it's a big battle.
It is, I
would like to talk about it.
You know what? We'll talk about that when we get to where we want to be with it. But there's our sustainability journey is continuing. Our amazing coffee journey is continuing. And yes, let's enjoy September and the good weather, hopefully. And we'll see you in October.
See you guys. Have a lovely day.